Eric's playing the devil's advocate. And it will be Peter McVilly with the free kick.
Even if it wasn't Peter's, I think he's going to grab it.
15 metres out. And a chance to put the 6th on the board for the Belmont Lions.
Just to start, they need to into the breeze.
Well, actually, a couple more interesting half-time scores. Winchelsea 8 goals 5, North Geelong 6 goals 4. And East Geelong 8 goals 4, Thompson 6 goals 7.
So some interesting games there. So actually the ball has gone to Mark Foran, who put the tackle on, so the dummy hasn't been sold by Peter McVilly to the umpire. I think Bannockburn were alert to that and told the umpire it was Foran, so he will line up for goal. He's kicked 1 so far this afternoon. He's now kicked 2. Straight through the middle for the Belmont Lions. 6th, they go to 6-6-42. They trail Bannockburn 8-5-53. Lex the Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 2 minutes have been played.
Yeah, well, they put a bit of pressure on the forward line there, didn't they? I think it was it Ewell had a shot for goal. Yep. It was lucky it was smothered. It would have probably been a goal from there. So had a few chances around there, and probably fortunate to get that free kick and kick a goal from him.
So it's back in the middle with the umpire, and the ball about to go in the air. Graham and Maloney doing the ruck work as they have been. Graham gets a tap down this time. Pinched by Shaw, handball to Shaw, but intercepting at centre half back was Pickett. Handball over the top has found Boltich. He's kicked the ball around the body. Tommy Hall runs pretty hard at the footy from half forward flank, picks it up, but he's tackled as he picks it up, and the handball went straight to Stephen Gadd of Bannockburn, but he slipped straight over the boundary line. So Tommy Hall just flexing his leg a little bit there, so might not be totally fit at this point. But the boundary umpire, half forward flank for Belmont Lions. In front of the change rooms, Graham, big punch forward for the Lions. Boltich runs onto the footy, handball back to Tom Hall. Well, he's called out of bounds as he kicked the footy, and the ball landed just about in the goal square. So it was a fine kick in, but unfortunately for Belmont Lions, the ball called out of bounds. So boundary umpire Johnny on the spot in front of the social club here. He now comes back to the spot. Forward flank for Belmont Lions, western side, as the ball goes in the air again. Maloney pushed forward by Foran, no free kick, ball kick forward. Harrison runs onto the footy, probably should have been allowed to go by his teammate Beck, and the ball players, everything goes to ground as the umpire had put a whistle on play. The ball at centre half forward now for the Belmont Lions, 4 minutes into the third quarter. Will be put in the air. About 15 players around the footy. Foran, handball down. Lewis for Bannockburn gets the foot to the ball. Picked up by Christian Shaw. He's put down after he's kicked the footy. Players held without the footy. Good head high tackle on Carr there. And so now there's a push. It's gone to Belmont Lions. Peter McVilly, he's done pretty well to get the free kick, goes across the ground. Button is out there on his own, takes the mark, decides to go on, straight down the corridor. Terrible kick off the boot, running in to meet the footy, Clinton Shaw. Long handball over the top, too long for Maloney on that occasion, runs onto the footy. A little bit of toe poke, but running onto the footy is Harrison, well shepherded there by his teammate in Button, chips it back in towards Graham, and in the centre of the ground, Graham of the Belmont Lions has taken the mark. The lead comes from Tommy Hall. He's starting to run Stephen Gadd around a little bit now, and maybe Gadd's fitness might also be suspect, Laurie.
Yeah, I think so, and a good player to he's running in the right spots too, and that's where the ball was going to end up every time, and Tom was there to take it.
So Hall now has gone a long way back, and well, he struggled to get the distance from 50 before. The man the mark is now 40, but he's kicking probably into whatever bruise there is, albeit fairly light at the moment. Tom Hall now moves in, kicked that one a bit better. It's going to land in the goal square, off hands. Ball comes to ground, now it stacks on the mill, and oh gee whiz, could have almost, the way the umpires have been paying kicks, the ball was under the player on the ground, and could have almost been given, but luck is a fortune. As the ball now beside the 10 metre square goes in there, Tom Hall came charging through, tried to take the footy, picked up there for Bannockburn, kicked out, Boltich. hooks it around the body. It's going to land almost in the goal square. Well, Mark, the umpire, was so slow with the whistle that the player had handballed the ball already, and Broome, glorious long torpedo punt, takes the ball past the centre. Darren Ryan leads in the race for the footy. He's a bit too quick there for Mark Hepworth. The boundary umpire's 100 metres behind. The ball moves too quickly, and it's over the boundary line on the half-forward flank now for the Bannockburn side. So far in the quarter, a goal to Belmont Lions, and it's not starting all that different to the first quarter, in which Belmont kicked the first score. The ruck work done on half-forward flank, tap forward for Bannockburn. Nayland goes straight over Dunlop and Nayland there. Now I'm just trying to see which way
It's going to go to...
no, it's off. It's the actual where the ball is, and the other two are still going as
And 50. Ben Nolan, I want to watch it, might be 100.
well, the point was, poor old Ben Nayland, he wasn't the aggressor.
Well, he should get out of there. He's a youngster. Get away from it.
So the Belmont fellows have...
The coach is not too happy at centre half forward.
nor he should be.
Poor old doggo.
Yeah. So the upshot of all of that, the free kick and the 50 metres was for an offence off the ball, I've got to tell you, not to the fellow who had the ball. So Michael Harrison, outside 50, chips the ball to the lead. Tommy Hall can't take the mark. Stephen Gadd at the back, kicks it wide. He's got absolutely nobody to kick to out there, and he does well to find touch because the nearest four players to the football were all in Belmont Lions jerseys, and the ball has run over the boundary line to get a throw in on centre wing outside. 8 minutes gone, third quarter. 6 goals, 6 Belmont, trail Bannockburn, 8-5.
Boundary throw in. Maloney, Graham uses the body and slaps it over the back. Shaw and Button, they greet and meet. They can't pick it up though. Button over the top of it, needs some support. McBilly, the umpire, will come in and ball it up in the middle of the ground. Just on the attacking side of the centre circle for the Belmont Lions. 11 points of difference. Early stage of the third term. Bannockburn in the lead. Graham gets it down again, over the shoulder this time. And against Graham, he'll go to Maloney. Nolan gives him a short lead. He goes further afield. Malane Grant, name written on it. Chest mark easily. And he's taken it outside 50 at centre half forward. Leads from everywhere. Ronnie Pilgrim's one of them. Goes in that direction. Andrews goes up as well. Off hands. Hepworth. Oh, he's just got rid of the footy under pressure from Lewis. Woods has taken the mark at half forward. Chips the ball short to Nayland. And it's okay. No 15, said the umpire. So he loses the football.
Cool.
Woods over it at centre half forward. And the umpire says it's his. Ben Nayland won't be happy. And there's a few Bannockburn supporters not happy either.
Well, he was probably 10 metres inside the 50-metre arc, and it was 10 metres outside when he kicked it, so my arithmetic makes 15.
So ball up, centre half forward, Bannockburn in attack. Nayland goes up with Harvey, falls to the side of the pack, shuffled out towards Malane Grant. Kick in the air, across centre half forward towards Ryan, he takes the mark. Now the coach turns around. He's kicked 3 goals, 1 this afternoon, Darren Ryan. Will be kicking from 50. And likes his chances.
Oh, he's doing the Stewie Low guidance, a little mark there, run over the mark.
Take a good kick from there.
Oh, yeah.
Very good kick. Footy's not getting any lighter.
So Darren Ryan for the 9th goal for Bannockburn comes in. And on the line, Tom Malane Grant.
It's either a goal or a mark.
Has taken the mark. It's a goal.
Good goal.
It is. Goal number 4 to Darren Ryan. And the 9th to Bannockburn. They go to 9-5-59. They lead the Belmont Lions 6-6-42. That's on Alexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 10.5 minutes played.
Well, I think the Bannockburn side really needed that goal there because I just see some bad signs out there. They were a little bit of loose checking. They were running off their players and leaving in positions that they shouldn't do. Aaron Newell was left here on his own. If the ball had spilled over the back, they were going to be in big trouble. You can't afford to take those risks.
So in the middle, Graham gets the tap down for Belmont Lions. Running onto the footy there was Carr. Picks it up well for Bannockburn. Eludes the button tackle. Hooks it around the body. Clark has run well from the centre.
Oops.
Oh, I think he thought about going on.
He's called him on. She's calling, Don.
Yeah, the only people who didn't know about that was the players. The umpire was the only one that was giving any signal. Obviously not calling, but the play on continues as was picked up by Peter McVilly. Long kick forward for the Belmont Lions. And probably a classic case, the umpire just not using enough force, Laurie, because there were 6 players.
Yeah, exactly.
And not one of the players were moving.
Well, I could just see those 2 hands going there. Obviously, he was indicating play on, but he wasn't using his voice, obviously.
So the ball half forward flank now for Belmont Lions, out of side. Good tap forward by Maloney. Ball comes to the ground. It's off whose foot? Off a Bannockburn foot by the... Well, I'm just trying to... well, the boundary umpire didn't know. The players...
Just kick it, son.
Bannockburn...
Oh,
That's going to be 50th, isn't it?
No, he's going now to signify that the boundary umpire, nobody knew whose kick it was. The Bannockburn player had the football and kicked it down the ground. Now what's going to happen?
He's going to give it to the...
No, the boundary umpire wasn't sure, and now the central umpire will ball it up, I'd suggest. So Tommy Hall is now arguing with the umpire. Not going to do him much good because the ball will go in the air. Now half forward flank. Ball tapped down by Maloney. This time it's out of bounds off hands and the ball will be thrown in. So a bit of confusion out there. Boundary umpire not too sure. Central umpire took control at the finish and now we have the ball thrown in. Still half forward flank for the Belmont Lions. Over the top was Nathan Lewis, big punch forward, Button runs onto the footy for the Lions, and again, good work there by Carr, who's running pretty hard at the footy as the ball for Bannockburn. They've gone 20 metres, it's now true centre wing, out of side, 13 minutes gone, third quarter, 1 goal apiece for the quarter, as Lewis again, over the top, big punch forward, picked up by Foran, can't get well through the ball away. This time Clark picks it up, kicks it forward for Bannockburn. In good position, Malone Grant. Good defensive work there by Harvey. And, well, the central umpire's made the decision. He said throw it in. Boundary umpire, the ball's moving a bit quickly down that side once the Bannockburn side get it running. But the ball is now half forward flank for Bannockburn. Kicking to the northern end this third quarter. Lewis over the top once again, big punch forward. McVilly picks up for Belmont Lions. Kick to the middle of the ground. Broome and Newell. They can take the mark. Shaw, nice little handball to Shaw. Over the top to Woods. Woods is on his own. Has taken a beautiful kick from just inside 50. So Bannockburn extend their lead with a bit of good play there. Shaw to Woods. Woods kicks the goal. 10 goals, 5, 65 Bannockburn. They lead the Belmont Lions 6-42. Lexus will win them third quarter scoreboard. 14 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, he's got a bit of class, this kid, as well, and that was a great goal. He got the mark, settled down, had a good look, and did what he had to do, and it was the kick to goal, and that's put a bit of step back into the Bannockburn side. Nathan Lewis is doing a good job. He's the third person up, but he's a little fella, but he's in the right spot there, just getting that ball out. Because
well, he's breaking it clear of the packs, Laurie, and that's what they've needed to do.
Well, the Graham Maloney muscle on another round, so it's not a bad idea to have the third man up, just pushing the ball away.
So back to the middle, Foran having a run in the ruck again against Maloney, goes up, gets it down through the middle hands, leaves the footy behind though, free kick for a throw, and it's going to be Foran with the free kick. Goes long towards the lead of Hall, gets around to the front, can't take the mark. Beck tries to tap it on. Back there also is Carr.
He's in trouble. He's in trouble.
That's holding the ball, said the umpire.
And 50. Geez, there's a lot of umpiring going out there off each side.
Yeah, you know why?
Well, yeah, I know what you're going to say. I know why.
I won't say it.
No.
So it'll be a free kick to the Belmont Lions. And it'll be Daniel Beck who put the tackle on.
Once again, the tackle was round his neck. Surely that has some bearing on the decision making.
So Daniel Beck will line up for goal from 30 metres out directly in front for the 7th for the Belmont Lions this afternoon. He comes in and he's missed, I think.
Don't think so.
No goal. He snuck it in for a goal. So he's first, and Bannockburn and Belmont go to 7.6.48. They trail Bannockburn 10.5.65. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 16 minutes played.
Yeah, I think those goal umpires sometimes just like to keep us guessing. They run along away. I think I looked and see him go across too. I thought it might have been pretty close, but looked like it was a gimme for him.
It looked like Newell coming off the ground, Chapman coming on for the Belmont line. So bit of a change in the forward half as the ball now been returned to the middle, and the umpire will recommence play with Foran doing the ruck work for Belmont against Maloney of Bannockburn. As you say, quite a bit of umpiring being done by people not wearing white. Maloney gets a tap down, picked up by Harrison, immediately tackled off, thrown up there by McBilly, picked up by Nolan, thrown to Lewis. Lewis has the lead there from Pilgrim. Pilgrim to Pilgrim. Ronnie's got the footy, hooks it around the body, and I'll tell you what, it's a point miss to the right. And
good try.
Was a good try from out there. So it is another behind to the score for Bannockburn, 10.6.66. They lead the Belmont Lions 7.6.48. Lexus Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 17.5 minutes gone.
So Scotty Mills to kick the ball back into play for the Lions. He goes short, lead on from Hepworth, takes the mark. So Hepworth now goes along the line towards 4, and Wood's going to be able to chop it off easily though at half back, or half forward for the Tigers. Switch the ball back in towards centre half forward. Lewis takes the mark. He's got Christian Shaw by himself as well. If he looks laterally, he doesn't. He goes straight down the middle of the ground towards a vacant goal square. He's missed. He did all right for distance.
He did very well.
Through though for one behind to Bannockburn. So they go to 10.7.67. They lead the Belmont Lions 7.6.48. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 18 minutes played.
Your Belmont Lions have made a bit of a change. They've put Chapman on. They've put Tom Hall at full forward and Julian Carr out the centre half forward.
So Mills now kicks in short for the Belmont Lions.
Woody.
Oh, taking a chance. It was just touched off the fingers there as the ball is at half forward flank, stacks on the mill. And the umpire has moved in, put a whistle on play. And the players, it was sort of slow motion there, nobody able to get the footy up. And so the umpire now, half forward flank for Bannockburn, kicking to the northern end this third quarter. Foran and Maloney, good tap forward by Maloney. Attacking the football, Darren Ryan, showing a bit of pace there. Hooks it around the body. Tackle came late there from, Beck. And I'll tell you what, there's nothing lost between those two at all. And I'll better commentate the game. I'm watching what's going on behind as Shane Andrews has come and I think Daniel Beck is, might be outnumbered a bit there. So in the forward portion of the centre square for Bannockburn, the ball thrown in the air once again. Foran used his strength, gets the ball down to Beck. Beck on the left foot, kick smothered, picked up this time by, surely that's a head-high tackle. One. Christian Shaw, is it not? Christian Shaw has the football, or he should have it. As, so now Shaw looking for a bit of movement up forward, kicks high and long. It's going all the way to full forward. Off hands, ball comes to ground. Seems to be all Belmont Lions out there until Nathan Lewis picks the footy up. Handballs forward. Maloney got rid of it quickly. But intercepted there by Harrison of Belmont. He's kicked the ball towards the wing. Julian Carr, who's led a long way from centre half forward, has taken the mark on centre wing. Interesting to see that Ruiz has gone there with him. He's tipped the ball over the top looking for Tommy Hall. He's a long, long way from the goal square. Handball to McBilly quickly. He's tipped the ball into the gap at centre half forward hands. Handball over the top to Hepworth, a long way from half back flank. He's hooked it around the body, but it's too long for Beck on this occasion. And the ball runs over the boundary line in front of the Social Club here, 20 metres from the behind post at the southern end to where the Belmont Lions are kicking in this quarter. So the ball about to be put in the air once again as the ball comes in. Harvey doing the ruck work on this occasion. Ball kicked across the face of goal for Bannockburn. Oh, almost a great mark there, but kick off the ground by Reese. Gains 40 metres for the Bannockburn side. Darren Ryan leads in the race for the footy, overruns it. Hepworth does pick it up. He's tackled. Ball comes back. Gee, it's It's like there's some very tired 4 players in that little contest, and he sort of couldn't work out. The ball was going nowhere, so the umpire is going to put the ball in the air once again. So ball goes up, tapped down on this occasion by Nolan, taken by Lyons, but Maloney, gee, that's a very late tackle by Julian Carr, and the 50-metre penalty will apply. So Maloney now gets, he's going to be inside the 50. This umpire McDonald, I'll certainly buy some land off him. The man on the mark now, 40 metres from goal, and Maloney an opportunity, I'd suggest, to put a score on the board. So with the breeze, it is Peter Maloney moving in now. Has players moving for him, but decides to kick the ball long. It's a good-looking kick off the bird. Back to a magnificent kick from Peter Maloney. It's his first goal, and is the 11th for the Bannockburn side. 11-7-73. They lead Belmont Lions 7-6-48. Lexus have Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, and that's 22 minutes gone.
I think Peter was trying to lay it off there to someone else, actually, but when you can kick like that, why would you inside 40? I think that was one of the mistakes they've been making, the Bannockburn Tigers. They're just bombing a little bit in the forward line. They've got to get back to their running style and run it in and give the opportunity for the Crummers to crumb it and kick the goals off the pack.
So back to the middle, Foran up against the last goal scorer, Maloney. They go up, do battle, comes down towards Hall, handball to hand, sits through okay, runs through. Right foot kick towards centre half forward, Bannockburn with the numbers, good mark.
Stephen Gadd.
That's Hawley's mate.
Handballs it across half back to Matty Dillon. He runs through centre half back now, goes long to centre half forward, long lean the drainer, he goes over the back of Dunlop, can't take the mark off hands, Ryan. Handball from hands, goes towards Beck, tries to break a tackle, drops the footy, play on the call. And through the middle, Drainer gets through. Andrews, left foot kick across half forward. Hall turns around, should be able to take the mark and does. Tommy Hall chips the ball over the top. Harrison and Hands are there. Hands takes the mark, still back into the centre square. Plays on now, lead from Carr, goes in that direction against Rees. Carr can't take the mark, keeps his feet, blind turn, tackled. Bannockburn with the numbers, Broom back to whence it came at centre half forward. Harvey this time, Dunlop, they run into each other. Dunlop takes a very good mark. Saves the day at centre half back. Button on his own on centre wing. He chips the ball though short, or sets Hall a task. Picks it up on the half volley. Maloney against him. Held up, said the umpire, and will be a ball up.
It's a pretty hard slog, Laurie, isn't it?
Yeah, I've just noticed a little bit of a pattern in the Belmont Lions game. They're going to Tom Hall quite a lot. He's the go-to player now in their team, so he's going to have to be marked pretty closely.
Maloney and Foran both get a fist to it. Furman taps it on towards Lewis. Handball over the top to Ryan. Usually finishes well. The coach for goal number 5. 30 metres and closing it. Kicks it. And has put it through for his 5th of the afternoon. And the 12th for Bannockburn. They go to 12-7-79. And they lead the Belmont Lions 7-6-48. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 24.5 minutes played.
And I can tell you there's quite a bit of feeling out there because the Bannockburn players letting a few of the Belmont Lions players know how well Darren Ryan's going.
Yeah, well, he's going. Well, I'll tell you what, I can tell you he's going pretty well. You can have that Alcala smelter's doing the world of good, I'd say.
He's proving a bit of a headache there for Hepworth, isn't he? There are a number of moves that should be made on both sides, isn't there?
Mark Hepworth's tried very hard, but Darren Ryan runs so hard at the footy, and they're making opportunities for him. When he goes forward, he doesn't miss.
In the middle,
that's a free kick.
Maloney, yeah,
that's another one.
There's a tackle high, surely, to Clark of Bannockburn. The umpire agrees, and just some of the tackling leaves a bit to be desired, Laurie, doesn't it? And, so Hall, the infringer on that occasion, as Clark, his former North Shore teammate, of course, takes the free kick, kicks it high towards centre half forward. In front there, mark not taken by Perkins.
He's paid it.
No, I don't know what he's paid.
Over
Surely he hasn't paid the mark. Couldn't
Over
possibly have. So Ash Perkins has had a very quiet day by his standards. With the man on the mark now at 45 metres. Glenn Frost on the ground. As Ash Perkins now to move in for Bannockburn. Breeze behind him. It's a nice looking kick if he's got the distance. I don't think he has quite. And off hands, it is a rush behind to the Bannockburn side. They move to 12-8-80. They lead Belmont Lions 7-6-48. Lexus have win them third quarter scoreboard, 26 minutes gone. You think, Laurie, another goal or two here from Bannockburn could almost sew it up?
Yeah, look, it could, but there's a lot to go on this game yet, of course. Just having some look around some players that had changes. Buttons on Christian Shaw here.
So Mills kicks in, looks for Hall, can't take the mark off hands. Beck gets half a shepherd. Handballs it backwards towards Hall again. Does it sit for him at half back? He blind turns, gets a high tackle play on the call advantage, goes towards the middle of the ground. Button up against Shaw, through the middle McVilly, Christian Shaw, handball to Lewis. Straight down the middle, Bannockburn, they go long towards a one out. Pilgrim up against Mills, tapped away by Mills. Ryan's there again. Can he kick it off the ground? He tries to. Pilgrim in the goal square. Can he kick it off the ground? I think he's missed. It's hit the post, I think.
It's a goal, I think.
The Bannockburn players are going to con the goal umpire, I can see it.
Wow. You're going to try it here, will they?
So they go to 12-9-81 Bannockburn. And they lead the Belmont Lions 7-6-48. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 27 minutes played.
So Mills now for Belmont Lions to kick the ball back in once again. Very late now in the third quarter, goes wide to the outer side. Out there was, well, almost an infringement, but Harvey runs onto the footy from behind the pack as he can't get away from Malone Grant, however. And the ball is forced over the boundary line between wing and half forward, outer side. At the almost 28 minutes into the third quarter, the ball comes back in once again. Gadd doing the ruck work there for Bannockburn. Ball just kick along the ground for the Bannockburn side by Furman, and they've gained another 25 metres. Out of bounds, half forward flank, outer side.
So boundary throw in. And it'll be Frost up against Maloney. Pye throws the ball into play. Maloney in front. Furman might not be able to keep it in. Yes, they can. Handball back. Came from Malone Grant to Clark off a step. Goes towards half forward. Ryan to run onto it. Coming at him, Dunlop as well. Ryan meets the tackle, does well. Breaks free, runs into Pilgrim. Then kicks in towards a goal square. Giles, but Graham takes the saving mark for Belmont. Plays on quickly. Goes towards Moore. The ball will come back.
Might have been
not enough room.
Very lucky for Belmont Lions. Yeah. I think they kicked it to a 2-on-1.
So Graham will have another kick from the last line of defence. He's got Dunlop at centre half back, but he elects to go wider. The lead on from Hall, and it sits for him okay. Needs to get around.
Oh,
doesn't do so. Great tackle. Ball spills towards Giles. He rides a bump, tries to get the ball away, and a pack develops. And the umpire will come in, ball it up. So still in the right forward pocket for Bannockburn. And it'll be Frost up against possibly, Malay. Was it Nayland? It is. Free kick. Is it?
Yeah, free kick to Bannockburn.
To Nayland.
Nayland. So it's against Frost in the ruck contest. Ben Nayland will have the footy. And he goes backwards, looking for Malone Grant, who takes the mark, still outside 50, but a better angle. Perkins says go long. He goes towards the hole, and Pilgrim is chopped off by Moore. So Jeremy Moore saves the day for the Lions. What's he got to kick to? He goes to the outer side, not much. Giles chops it off, rides a bump from his own player. Handball, got it back, kick back to whence it came, into the pocket. Mills won't be able to keep it in, it's out of bounds. Still in the Bannockburn attacking zone, it's in the right forward pocket, and we'll have another boundary throw in.
Very good second effort there from Robert Giles. That wouldn't do his confidence any harm, would it?
No, certainly.
There's only 4 players on the other side of the centre circle at the other end of the ground, so pretty congested. Nayland uses the body, tries to get around on the left boot. Was that a
Now, it can't be a throw if you're not tackled.
Throw, said the umpire. God. And it will be a free kick to Hepworth in the last line of defence. Chips the ball out. Chapman on a lead, takes the mark at half back for the Belmont Lions. Frost gives him a lead. He elects to go further afield though towards centre wing. Long lead on from Carr. There's the siren. And it is three-quarter time. And at three-quarter time it's Belmont Bannockburn 12-9-81. They lead the Belmont Lions 7-6-48 in that quarter. 4 goals, 4 to Bannockburn, and 2 straight goals to the Belmont Lions. And it's 33 points of difference at 3/4 time. The goal kickers for Bannockburn, 5 to coach Darren Ryan, 3 to Tom Malone Grant, 2 to Shane Andrews, and singles to Alistair Woods and Peter Maloney. While for the Belmont Lions, 2 each to Julian Carr and Mark Foran, singles to Daniel Beck, Ryan Boltish and Michael Harrison. It's 3/4 time and it's Bannockburn by 33 points. We'll take a break. When we come back, the final quarter action of our matchday live coverage on 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.